Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another video, folks. Today we're doing something a bit different. I'm doing a cave. This is the poison cave in the redwood forest, and of course this will have the artifact of the immune. So for this I'm going to be using a baryonyx. Now of course you will also need a gas mask or a full set of scuba gear if you want to go in here, because it is poisonous. So let me get my baryonyx out. For those that do wonder, I am using a modded cryopod. This is on my own server, so this is the entrance right here into the cave. I've got ghillie armor on me as well, although to be fairly honest you can do this without ghillie armor. This is the location on the map for this particular cave, and in this cave at the end of it you will be rewarded with the artifact of the immune. So I'm going to do this without any cuts so you guys can see what is going on. I've got my mask on, and if I remember correctly we should be able to put a baryonyx through this. I'm just going to pump some more points into damage. Now this baryonyx that I'm riding has an ascended saddle on it, and it is a bred baryonyx. It has one mutation in damage as it currently stands. So it looks a bit tight, and sometimes the camera can be a bit derpy. I do apologize for that, but as you can see we can fit through it quite nicely. Now I do recommend bringing in a few spares with regard to the gas mask, because there's a good chance it might break. The worst enemies in this cave will be the arthropluras. This bit can damage the durability of armor pieces really quickly, which of course if you lose your gas masks here you will take damage right quick. So a few spares is definitely something to have. Let me just get rid of this. Now this cave is also a good cave to bring in a beelzebufo or a frog. The problem with that is they are a bit squishier, but they do have a good chance of making a lot of cementing paste. Now I'm not struggling for cementing paste, so for that reason I've come with the baryonyx. My intention here is to well, for a start show you how to get to the artifact, but also to have a strong dino with me that can take on the hordes of insects that we will be fighting. Okay, let's see, it's gonna get a bit tight from time to time. We do have some acatinas. With that said, I do need to get me some acatinas as well. We got spiders, we got all sorts of things, and as you can see my baryonyx is doing a decent amount of damage. It should keep me going. I do try and make a beeline for the arthropluras because I want them down as quick as possible. That arthroplura has broken my gas mask, and you can see that my health will be depleting. Now alternately, for these types of reasons, you can bring in some medical brews. It will help keep you alive. There we go. That should do just fine. And I'm just having a look at what is going on here. I'm going to use a couple of these just to get my health back up. Get my food back up because it's looking a bit low. And let's push forward. Now, this is the first time I'm seeing it personally here on Ark Survival Ascended, but this is a cave that on Ark Survival Evolved I was quite familiar with, so I'm hoping that it's not changed that much. Okay, and as you saw there, I removed my ghillie armor because I don't want it being damaged. It'll be quite expensive to repair, so I'll take the damage that I took, I suppose, as a part of wearing it as such. I don't think that could have been avoided. Now if you do choose to use the scuba method, make sure you have a few sets with you, because as you've seen they will take damage, and they take damage right quick, whereas with the gas mask you're fine just with it alone. As you can see, we're not taking any damage. I'm only looking that way because I thought I saw a arthroplura. Okay, that was just a guess shot that I took. I do want to try and minimize the amount of gas masks that I go through due to... Okay, I was seeing things. I was seeing things. It looks like we've just got snakes from what I can tell. That's fine. Well, we can deal with these. These aren't too bad. Now, at this point in this room, there used to be a little crack to my left up there, which I don't see anymore, and we could have just grappled through into the artifact room, so to speak. But that seems to have been covered, so I guess we have to take the full path around it. Okay, get rid of these dudes. Tell you what, this would be a good place to come and get some Acatinas. I do think that actually, I don't think these things are tameable, you know. And looking at the levels, I think this is a cave where none of the creatures in this cave is tameable. There we go. Got rid of that. But saying that, I think I do need to get my hands on some Acatinas. Oh, we got some leeches there. Hold on a bit. Let's get some leech blood from here. And as you can see, we get some pearls and some oil. Not a lot, but why not? Oh. So I do try and dodge the spit of the arthroporas if I can. Normally moving forwards or backwards is kind of the way I do it. And in doing so, the aim of the game here is to take no damage to my gas mask. Let me just double check that. Yeah, we're doing alright. Okay. Now this should be a cave where you can just do almost all of it with a creature like a Baryonyx. The Baryonyx is definitely powerful in this cave. I don't know how you would do this without the use of a creature. As you can see, there's a lot of bad stuff to fight. And so if you were to have done this on foot, yeah, you'd be taking a lot of damage. And you need to come stacked just because of the amount of creatures. Okay, we got stuff coming towards me. I'm gonna slowly just work my way through these. I do like to back up just to create space between the creatures. Oh, there's a arthroplora. That is my focus right there. And get that thing down as quick as possible. I am being pushed back though. Oh, there's another one. Okay, so I need to pay attention here because I need to know if my gas mask's been broken. Don't think it has. Let me just double check its durability. We're doing fine. We've gained a few levels, so I'll put them more into health again. I can hear spiders. Alright, okay. That guy just popped out of there. Now this cave in itself, the way it is, isn't all that difficult. I do have the option of swapping out my Baryonyx for another Baryonyx that I have with me in a cryopod if need be. My Baryonyx has taken a bit of a beating, as you can see. And as I said at the beginning of the video, do bear in mind that this is a bred Baryonyx. So it's a bit more powerful than the wild ones that you will find. Its parents were both tamed at 150, when then I bred them to get all the good stats from both parents across to a next breeding pair of parents. And then after that I bred them until I started getting mutations, and so therefore this Baryonyx has 1 mutation in damage. Doesn't make that much of a difference at 1 mutation, but later on, as I continue with my breeding program for the Baryonyxes, hopefully they will become more and more powerful. At least that is what I'm aiming for. Let's get this Meganura. Oh my lord. There we go. So I'm having to move backwards and forwards in the hopes of getting that Meganura. I do want that drop though. Am I safe to get it? I don't see or hear anything. Oh, we got the bugs. Okay, I think I'll chance it. Okay, I'll just pick it all up. That's fine. So we'll just continue deeper into the cave. So over here it does get a bit narrow, as you can see. Now here I would probably, let's see if we can get anything coming through. Okay. Don't see anything. I'm just being cautious here. Yep, I can hear a spider. Right, okay. And I've been webbed. Right, I am probably going to end up fainting here. Oh, it's been able to come through. That's... Okay, so maybe bring some stimulant with you. I nearly forgot what it was called. Oh, I'm being attacked by the drones. I just basically want to make sure I clear everything here. I'm probably gonna go out in a bit. And I didn't bring any stimulant, but that's fine. I can fill my health up with the medical brews. That is absolutely fine. I'm doing this more as an episode because, as I said, this is the first time I'm seeing it here on Ark Survival Ascended. Once I get an idea of what I'm up against, I can then do a proper guide. Okay, so I suppose for the purposes of this video, as I'm doing this as an episode, I'm going to be using the cryo mod. We'll pop the baryonics out on this side. It's not a proper guide, but I suppose by showing you most of the cave, you guys can account for what will be ahead of you, what you'll have to face. I will do a proper guide on it without the use of any mods. I don't like using mods. I want to do it as vanilla as possible when I do these things. And because I've used the cryopod at this moment in time, I guess it doesn't make it a proper guide as such. But you can see what I'm having to face. So I guess I'm hoping that this video will help people prepare for it. I think there might potentially be a way around it. One of my theories is potentially bring in some dimorphodons and let them do all the killing. But for sure, I know that there should be another way of doing this. Let me just quickly get rid of all this stuff because it just gives me anxiety. I could have left it alone, but I don't want this thing turning into a mistake that I regret. So I'm just going to clear out this little cove here of all these things. As you can see, there's quite a few things to clear out. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do... I mean, initially I was going to do this as a combo video that was both an episode and a guide, but I think I'll just put it down as an episode. And I'll return back here in a guide form as a separate thing. Let me see. Okay, I think I'll go this way. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, this looks a bit familiar. Familiar, but different at the same time. It looks nice, honestly. The caves look so much better now than they ever did. So much more detailed, and I'm still relying in my mind on the old caves. Now, of course, in this cave, because we had that gap, I very rarely came this way. I'm not gonna lie, I almost never came this way because I used the grappling method to get the artifact. Now, from what I saw from that room where the exit or entrance into the artifact chamber was, it looked like it was covered up, so we'll see if that is actually true. Now, I want this drop. Hello. Oh, we got a few of these. Okay. Okay, I don't see anything. Let's have a look in here. Okay, we got a few things. I'll get back to base with them hopefully before they spoil and store them for later usage. Yeah, so this is one of the annoying things about these caves in Ascended, is you can't actually see the enemy. They just seem to pop out of the floor, whereas in the past they only did it with the walls. They always popped out the walls. It's a very annoying little feature. I wish this would get fixed. Seems to have carried over into Ascended, and so for that reason I won't ever do these caves on foot, just because that is a thing. So really you can't strategically account for stuff. Okay, so let's go up this way. Yeah, you can't cater for stuff like that if you can't see what you have to face ahead of you. Whoops, my apologies, I did hit the microphone there. Huh, right, so I can't fit a baryonyx all the way through, try as I might. I can hear the artifact buzzing. Huh. Yeah, it's looking a bit derpy. Let me see if I can move out of here. Oh boy. Can I back out? Oh, right, try this. Okay. Okay, that's not... Okay, we got there in the end. Now, do I have anything in front of me? There we go, this is the artifact room. And yeah, it looks just about right. That is where the little crack would have been, where you would have grappled onto this little platform here that has... or chamber, I like to call it a chamber. When I said chamber, this is what I was referring to, but there we go, one artifact of the immune. So now it's making us basically go all the way around. I'll do some exploring here just to see if there's an alternate route where we can use a dino all the way through. It does make sense that that should be a thing, but I don't know what changes have been made to this cave. Do expect a full guide with this, of course, without the use of cryopods and mods and stuff like that. I guess, like I said, I'm going to have to chuck it down to this being a shorter than normal episode. But that is pretty much it for now, folks. Thank you all so very much for joining me. I hope that you have enjoyed it and found it useful and informative. And if you have, please don't forget to support me by hitting that like button, share, comment, and subscribe. And of course, as always, until next time, stay safe, folks.